Creating space physically, creating space mentally. Maybe bringing your water nearby. We're going to be getting our bodies moving. We're going to be moving through yin and yang. And you're going to want to have your water nearby. Water is our relative, but water is also our life. So we use it to pray. We also use it to nourish our bodies. If you feel it necessary to bring any kind of medicines into your practice, any kind of sacred objects, any pictures of loved ones, anything that is special to you to bring into your space right now, even though this practice will be using fire movements, we will be going in and out of highs and lows. It's ceremonial. It's a practice with our mind and our body. It's a ceremony with one another virtually, no matter how far apart we are. So just continuing to welcome everybody in, welcome into Powwow Yoga. We're going to be powwowing, dancing together, laughing together, moving our bodies, liberating ourselves, joining through song and dance, sweating, getting our hearts beating, moving through resistance, moving through joy, moving through emotions. We've got a lot to unpack. It's been such a long day of gathering information. So just continuing to invite people in, create space around your mat. Maybe you'd like to move into stretches already or sitting in meditation, whatever feels right for you. Maybe you'd like to burn some smudge. Whatever practice feels right for you at this time. I'd like to welcome you all into Powwow Yoga, a movement practice that fuses together Native American powwow dancing with the practice of yoga. Alrighty. Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and start. Okay, welcome in everybody. My name is Acacia Red Elk. I come from the Umatilla tribe from the northeastern corner of Oregon. I come from the Umatilla tribe. We are actually a confederated tribe. We consist of the Umatilla, the Cayuse, and the Walla Walla people. I also carry bloodlines from Nez Perce, Colville, and Seneca and Mi'kmaq, but also from my mother's descendancy, Scottish, Dutch, French, and Norwegian. I'm honored to be invited here to share the practice Powwow Yoga. We are going to be moving through yoga practice and dance styles using an indigenous lens. Powwow Yoga is a movement practice that braids together dancing, tribal dance, and yoga. It's a chance for us to express ourselves through song and dance and shake things up, releasing emotional stored energies from our bodies. It's a chance for us to find joy within ourselves and find that freedom and find that usefulness within ourselves. And it's a chance for us to tap into something more primal, because when we hear a tribal drum beat, our spirit remembers something. We always feel something profound, no matter who we are. We connect to that tribal drum. So this class, Powwow Yoga, is a chance for us to connect as one people and to dance together and to find joy and to find collaboration through that. No matter how far apart we are, we're always connected by a mycelial network of energy. And it connects us all and it binds us all. We are all the living organisms. We all share space here. We are all connected and we are all related. So when I invite people into Powwow Yoga, sometimes people will ask, can I do this practice because I'm not Native American, I'm not indigenous? And to them I say, yes, please come in and allow yourself to tap into your indigenous knowledge when we come into this class, because every single one of us carries indigenous knowledge. Every single one of us, no matter what color our skin is, comes from earth, is indigenous to earth. a long time ago. Your ancestors were connected to something more spiritual. They had spiritual practices. They were connected to their ceremonial foods and the seasons and the shifts in their way of life. So we are all connected deeper into who we are. Just a moment, I'm just checking in. So this class is about tapping into our indigenous roots and just having fun. Powwow Yoga uses a vinyasa flow, linking postures together. This practice can be practiced from a chair. You can utilize the wall. You can take breaks when you need to, and you can make it your own, taking any modifications. Vinyasa teaches us to cultivate an awareness that links each action to the next, on and off the yoga mat, in and out of our lives. How does it sound? Does it still sound a bit crackly? Okay. Well, hopefully once we start the music and start the class, that will work itself out. I hope everybody's having an okay time hearing, and just welcome in, creating space around your mat. We're getting to move into the ceremonial practice. I like to approach my classes with a 7-generation philosophy, and 7 generations derives from the Iroquois nation of the East, and it is practiced and a belief system of all native peoples. And that system of belief says that everything that we do has a ripple effect, that our actions and our reactions today will ultimately affect the 7th generation. So when we think about 7 generations, we're usually talking about 7 generations in regards to our body. In regards to our environment, protecting our resources. But in this class, we are going to think about protecting our resources within our body, our blood, the water, the matter, and our thoughts and who we are. So if we can't protect this, how can we continue to protect what's outside of ourselves? As we pray into our bodies in this class, we also pray into our environment. We pray into the space that we inhabit. We pray into our communities. We are praying into and affecting the land. We are affecting every living creature. And so it's important for us to have a good mind, to have a good heart, to forge relationships with others with the 7th generation principle in mind, meaning that we are building relationships for the success of the 7th generation. We have a responsibility to create positive reality for the future generations, and it's up to us. And today I know that you were gathering information, you were sharing knowledge, you've been accumulating and collaborating on how to be a better ancestor. How can we be a good ancestor? How can we be a good neighbor? What are we doing with our hands and our voices to create positive change in the world? We're going to go ahead and start our practice. I want you to take a seat in the center of your yoga mat. You can come into a cross-legged position or a half lotus. You can also practice from a chair, making it your own. Okay. So coming into an easy seat. I hope it sounds okay, you guys. I'm hearing that there's a little bit of difficulty hearing, so I apologize about that. I'm not sure what steps to take from here. So let me just try this really fast. Take a moment and breathe. I'm going to turn off the music for just a moment. Okay, so let's try this. And then there we go. All right, is that better, Justin? Okay, let me know. Still static? So it's just my voice that is static, yes? Okay, it's just the headset. Well, is it so staticky that it's very annoying? Okay, so I just turned it off and turned it back on, and how does it sound? Still there? And does that make it worse right there? Please excuse us, everybody, and just go ahead and just tap in. Just tap into your own consciousness, your own meditation as you sit and just arrive. As Justin and I see if we can clear up this sound issue. So what I did was I turned it back to my MacBook. I'm good. Okay, let's use that then. All right, everybody. Okay, coming to the center of your mat, the center of your mind. Just breathing in and out. Allowing the belly to rise and fall with the breath. Grounding down to the sits bones, connecting all the way down to the core of the earth with the energy. Lengthening through your spine, rolling the shoulders back and down, lengthening through the neck, palms facing up on the knees. Just think about arriving, mind, body, spirit, sitting with and processing all of the information from today, all of the collaborations and interactions, all of the learnings and all of the medicine and all of the sharings, all of the things that created change within your own mindset, all the things that were helpful. Bring your hands to your heart space. One of the hardest things for us to do is show up for ourselves. It's hard for us to sit with ourselves. It's hard for us to make time for our movement, for our stillness, for our own health and our own well-being. But you've got to get serious with yourself. You've got to get serious with your spirituality. How can we create major change? How will people take us seriously if we don't even take ourselves seriously? In order to do that, we've got to tap in deeper, and yoga is one tool for healing, one tool for progression, one tool for growth. Inhale your arms up, and bring your hands together, lower them in front of your heart as you exhale. Again, inhale up, exhale, hands down. So this is what happened. I was choosing my Upswell class from this morning, but I need to change it because this is Powwow Yoga, not 7 Gen. So here we go. I got into a wreck 2 months ago, you guys, and this is only my second time teaching again. So trying to remember all the steps. Inhale, arms up. Good. Exhale, we're going to come into a quad head. Make your way there. This can also be done from a standing position with your hands on a chair. Good. Palms underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We're going to round through the spine, tuck the hips, chin to chest, squeeze the core. Inhale. Exhale as you lower the heart, round through, arch through the back and look up. Inhale, tuck and squeeze, breathing into the spine. Giving our internal organs a little hug. Exhale. Full breaths, really activating and oxygenating. Inhale, tuck and squeeze around. Exhale, release. Good. Coming into neutral spine. We're going to bring our chest into a barrel roll. So just start barrel rolling it around the spine. Good. So we're massaging our internal organs, moving matter, moving water, giving our internal organs a little hug. Good. Reverse your circle. And we're also activating our intermuscles, our intercostal, our superficial. Good. Coming to center, and we're going to bring our knees wider than our hips. Shift the hips back, and lower your heart into the mat as you reach your arms forward. You might be sitting in a chair, and maybe you're reaching your hands towards your desk or forward. Breathing into your back and breathing into the opening of the hips and the low back. Breathe into the zigzag fold of your body. Think about melting your heart towards the mat. And if you've got enough energy here to bring your forehead to the ground, you can rock your head left to right, massaging your third eye space. Just allow your body to fold here and breathe into it. Breathing into the tops of those ankles as they stretch. Breathing into your knees and your hips, your back, your side body. Good. We're going to come back up into that quad head. Go ahead and move into a round and release again. Cat cow, here we go. Round and then exhale. Good. We're going to move into a downward facing dog. And remember how we can also use the wall or a chair for a modification. So if it feels better for you to stand up and do a downward facing dog with your palms or hands on the wall or a chair, feel free to do so. Tuck the toes, feet are hip distance apart. Lift the hips. Downward facing dog. It's okay to have a bend in the knees. It's okay to have your heels up off the ground. It's also okay to have them straight and have your heels towards the ground. What feels right for you? The goal here is to have a strong, solid foundation. Lower the shoulder, head between the shoulders. Palms are strong. Shoulders are strong. Good. Shifting towards a high plank, you have the option to lower your knees if you'd like. Good. Chaturanga, lower the chest. Inhale, lift your heart. Cobra, roll the shoulders down the back and open your heart. So we're going to roll down, leading with the heart, and then roll back up. Find your quad pen. Good. Stepping to the front of the mat, finding a standing position. So in Powwow Yoga, we move through different tribal dance styles, and we move through men's and women's styles. So we're going to start out with this very gentle song. It's more of a contemporary beat. You're always welcome to bring blocks into your practice for the yoga part as well. All right, we're going to tap, 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 finding the beat. Now get lower. And you can start shrugging your shoulders and putting a little bit of attitude into it. Men's traditional dancers are the ones that have the big eagle wing muscles on their back. And they are the storytellers. They are the providers, the warriors. When we think about embodying that warrior energy, we think about health and wellness. We think about protection. But we're going to step out. Just little out steps. And you can have your heart high if you like. Otherwise, get low. Elbows are coming back. Shoulders are broad. Feet are hip distance apart. Releve. Releve through the ankles and roll the shoulders back. Working the brain. Dual movement. Little hop, hop. Twist it out here. Heels are going to twist. Shaking it up, loosening up, allowing our body to shake things up a bit. Shaking off whatever no longer serves us, allowing our body that quick response. Little jacks, jack, just a little one. This can also be a step. Make it your own. Good, right here, twist. Getting low. And then up high. Get low. Woo! And then high. Pendulum kicks. Good. Hands are going to come right back to your low back. Elbows pull back. Take a little circle. Good. Shuffle. Hands to the hips. All right. Landing with your feet hip distance. Let's just tap, tap, tap. Swing your arms. Woo! Get low. Point the toe and tap it across. Bring your elbows out wide. You got it. Back is strong, core is strong. Feet are hip distance apart. Inhale, arms up. Shaking out the legs. Good. Exhale, fold. You can use blocks in your practice. You can also use a chair. Maybe you're folding over and using a chair. Or you can bring your hands to the ground. Breathe. Bending the knees one at a time. Breathing into the hips more. And you can either lower your head all the way down or you can keep your body at a half lift. Flushing the body, we're meeting ourselves at fast and then slow. We are quick and then we are still. Inhale, arms up. Good. Swan down. Exhale, fold. Take your time. Inhale, halfway lift. Squeeze the core flat back, look ahead. Good. Plant your hands to the ground. Step back into your quad head. Good. Let's just circle out that right leg here for a moment. Breathing into our hip. Noticing our strong foundation through our palms, through our arms and our shoulders. And then circle that knee inward.
She says she likes to dance.
Creating this little circle on the right side of your body.
She's got skin like wet cinnamon.
Woo!
She says she doesn't need.
Extend that right leg out.
Yeah,
Left hand is going to come out to the left side gate. Right leg extends. Left hand down. If you need to bring a block into your practice, go ahead and do so. Right arm stretches overhead. Breathe.
She says she doesn't
Big
need.
breath. Circle that right arm back.
Gap too small, heart so wild, mountains.
Good. Let's switch it out right away. Right hand comes out to the right side. Left leg extends. Inhale, left arm reaches overhead as we stretch that left side body. Grounding down through the right palm and the right knee, feeling a sense of foundation, a sense of stability. Good. Circle that arm back and around, big backward circles. Point through the finger and create this circle. As we create shapes in our yoga practice, we can utilize the mathematics, we can utilize the spirituality of the meanings of shapes, circles, hoops. Come back to center. Inhale, arms up. Accessing indigenous knowledge within our practice. Bring your hands to the mat, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Pedal out the knees, little calf pumps, strong shoulders, strong hands. I'm just checking in. Okay. Remembering you can use the wall or a chair for your downward facing dog. Static dog. Strong body, strong mind. Lengthen the back. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, right foot replaces the right hand as you lower the left knee. Low lunge. Make sure that your legs are on two train tracks. Inhale, arms up.
She says she doesn't need
Exhale, fingertips to the ground as you straighten the right leg out, lower the chest. Inhale, bending that knee again, lunging as the arms raise up. Exhale, fingertips to the ground, straighten out the right leg as runner stretch. Move back into that low lunge. Arms reach up, hands to heart. Twisting to the right. You've got the option to hold right here, or you can bring that elbow, left elbow, over the right knee. Good. Breathing into it, looking out to the right or over the right shoulder. Everything can be modified. You can be using your arms. You can be using blocks. Make it your own. Good. Let's come back to center. Inhale, arms up, and then exhale, fold them down. Find your quad pad. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Pedal the knees. Calf pumps. Breathing into the hips and the low back. 3, 2, and 1. Static downward facing dog, holding it strong and stable. Inhale, left leg rises up high to the sky, breathing into it. Exhale, left foot replaces the left hand as you gently lower the right knee. It's okay to take a couple of steps to get there. Try not to allow your knee to go too far past your toes. It's okay to have your knee past your ankle a little bit, but just try not to bring it too far down. Okay, lunging into that low lunge. Inhale your arms up over your head. Good. Exhale, runner stretch. Fingertips right below the shoulders as the left leg straightens. You want your hips over the knee and not over the ankle. Inhale, lunge, arms up. Following those breath cues. Exhale, runner stretch. Find your focus in transition. Inhale. Exhale one more time. Inhale, arms up. Find that lunge. Exhale, hands to heart space. Twist to the left with the option to hold right here, or you can even open your arms. Otherwise, if you'd like to keep moving forward, bring that right elbow over the left knee. And just look out to the left or over the shoulder, wherever you're at. Just breathe into it. Fingertips to the ground. Step back to your quad head. Tuck your toes, downward facing. Bending through the knees, walk your hands back, or if it feels better, you can walk your feet forward. Coming to a standing position. All right, so the first dance we did earlier was a men's style. They get super low and everything's down, 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 right? Now this is a women's style dance song. Fast, upper chakras, lifting, lifting. So let's put a little bounce. And guess what? You don't even have to start doing the heavy bouncing once we get into it. You can start just stepping, okay? So we're gonna start bouncing. Go ahead and let your arms shake, allowing your shoulders to shake, a little bit of shake release. And then we're gonna crisscross. So we're gonna go criss, cross, criss, cross. All right, and then keep going. As I show the others, anybody who's like, I'm not doing that crisscross like that, you can do a one-step crisscross. But try to stay on beat. That's the idea. We're trying to get on the same beat, the same heartbeat. It's mathematics. Music, repetitive beats give you a chance to find your footwork. Kick, 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 kick. This can even be done from a static position. Okay, kick, kick, arms out. Good, twist. All right, bring your hands to hips, shuffle your feet. Trying to keep our core engaged. Nothing is loose, right? Nothing's loose and sloppy. Keeping our shoulders engaged, our core engaged, ankles are strong. Tap, 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 tap. So you're either in the jump, in the bounce, or you're staying static like this and just tapping. Good. All right. Hold right here. We're going to step the right foot back, step the left foot back. Right foot back, left foot back. All right. It's going to be a quick step, even if they have to be small steps. Okay, we're going to go back, 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 back. All right, out, 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 out. Bring it up, 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 little heel kick. And then if you want, you can add a little hop into it. Good. Kick, 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 and go back. Steps. Back, back, back. Then forward. Kick, 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 kick. Back, 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 back. It's always 4 counts. Feeling your lungs working, heart beating, sweat, waking your body up, letting it know it's alive. Pushing past your limits, breaking that pattern of giving up when something is hard. Good, coming to the front, roll your shoulders back. Woo. Inhale your arms up. Good, exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, squeeze the core flat back, look ahead. Exhale, fold, palms plant, stepping back to your hands and knees. And then tucking your toes, lifting your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts up high to the sky, and then bend the knee and then stack the hip. Shoulders are aligned, palms are strong. Line it back up. Right foot is going to step right between the hands. You might need to take a couple of steps to get there. You might need to use your blocks. You can use different lengths of your blocks. From here, we're on 2 train tracks. Let's turn that back heel in. So now we're on 1 train track. And then we're going to cartwheel our arms up for a warrior 2. So our front knee is bent and our back leg is straight. The back foot is horizontal across our mat as the front foot faces away. Open up your arms, open side body, reaching out through the fingertips. Looking out over that right hand. Find your foundation, changing your state of mind from worrier to warrior. Reverse, left arm back, right arm up. Good, right elbow, right knee, left arm reaches overhead, breathe. Now we're going to find a forward fold, wide straddle. Just moving through these transitions. Good. Now turn your heels in so that your toes are turned out. Goddess. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. So you're going to be here. Good. Inhale, arms up. Lift to the hips. Exhale, hands to heart as you lower the hips and lower the hands. Inhale up. Good. Exhale. Coming to the front of the mat, finding your downward facing dog. Left leg is going to rise as you inhale up. Exhale, step that foot forward into the middle of the mat. Turn the right heel in. Cartwheel your arms up, warrior two. Good. Keeping that left knee bent and open, back leg is straight. And then reverse, right arm back, left arm up. Bringing that left elbow to rest on the left knee as the right arm reaches overhead, side body. Coming back up to center, turn that left toe inward, finding your wide straddle. It's okay to be in a halfway lift or use a chair or blocks for support to elevate the ground. If it feels okay, you can take little side lunges left to right, stretching the inner parts of your legs. Go ahead and keep stretching as I just check in with the chat. Okay. Back to the front of the mat, both feet step forward, inhale, arms up. Good, hands to heart. Working on just one balancing pose here, we're going to go into tree. We're going to lift our right heel off the ground, finding all of our balance in that left foot. And you can find three ways for your tree. You can either use a kickstand. You can slide your foot up halfway without applying pressure through your foot. Or you can slide that ankle up into the opposite hip crease, engaging the ankle to protect the knee as you open the knee, wherever you're at. Palms to heart, finding the stillness of the tree. It's okay to hold on to a wall or a chair. Never be afraid to use the supports and resources that are available on and off the yoga mat. Release, shake the legs, just working on our balance. Good, we're going to lift that left heel, finding our left side tree, whether we're in a kickstand, whether we are partially up the leg, or whether we've got our foot tucked up into our hip crease. Try to engage the ankle a little to protect the knee as it bends. Breathe into the hips, hands to heart. Find your focus, find your balance. Tapping into that unwavering stillness of the tree. And release, slow and controlled. Inhale, arms up. Good. Exhale your hands down and into your heart as you lower your hips into your chair pose. Just breathing here. Inhale, arms up, reach. Exhale, hands to heart, lower your hips, chair. Again, inhale, lift and reach. Make sure the cues of the breath are following, sweep. Exhale down. Open up your arms here. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Finding your quad punch. Rounding and release. Exhale, release. Inhale, tuck and squeeze. Good. Bring your knees wider than your hips. Big toes touch. Shifting back into your child pose. Lowering your heart. You can always bring blocks into your practice. All right, let's move into just a couple of child pose push-ups to find strength through our upper body and create safety and confidence in our shoulders and our chest. We're going to bring our shoulders over our wrists, keep the elbows in and not out. We're going to slowly lower as low as feels comfortable and then press back up all the way back into your child pose, lengthening through your hips and your legs and your arms. Again, bring your shoulders over the wrists, lower, strong shoulders, strong arms, press back. Just a couple of more. The strength and stability of our shoulders can create confidence within ourselves, within our lives. Having a stable foundation set a sense of security. Good. This time we're going to sweep our left hip under and sweep the legs around to the front as we shake them out. Now I know we started a little bit later. I'm just going to make sure that my playlist isn't going too far. All right, we're going to move into some stretches, shaking out the legs, loosening up the fascia in our quads, in our calves, and our shins. Now we're going to walk the hips back, just lifting left to right, and maybe shifting and walking those hips back. And then forward. All right, inhale, arms up. Good, exhale, forward fold, hinging from the hips. Whether your hands are coming to the shins, the sides of your legs, or maybe you can drop the ankles or toes, wherever you're at. Just breathing into it. Experience a sense of opening in the back. Experiencing a sense of compression in the belly area as it presses against the legs. Try not to hold your breath in that space. Keep the breath flowing through the body, allowing the belly to rise and fall. Rising up with your chest, we're going to bend that right knee. And we're going to step that right foot to the opposite side of the left knee, sitting up tall here. Turning to the right, our right hand will come to the side or behind us, as the left arm is going to hug the knee in as we twist, looking over the right shoulder. If it feels okay, you can actually bring your arm to the inside space, helping to press a little deeper into the twist. Breathing into it, lengthening through the spine, sitting tall. The straight leg should be strong and engaged.
Okay.
Back to center. Let's go ahead and release that leg back down and switch it out. Sliding that left foot towards us, bending through the knee. Stepping that foot to the other side of the right knee as you sit up tall. Flex the right toes back gently and twist to the left, bringing that left hand behind you or out to the side. Right arm is going to hug the knee in, twisting through the upper chest, looking over the left shoulder. You might be able to bring that arm to that space between the chest and the leg to help guide you deeper into your twist. Sitting up tall, breathing into the twist, giving our body a little hug, squeezing our internal organs. And back to center. Let's bring the soles of the feet together, slide them towards you. And then we're going to grab our ankles or our toes. Lengthen through the spine as you gently fold forward, hinging from the hips and not the upper back. Breathe. Thinking about bringing inviting ourselves back into parasympathetic rest and digest, beginning to process all the information from the conference to the movement, digesting the knowledge. Rising up, extend your legs out in front of you. And I want you to start gently coming onto your back. Slow and controlled. Bringing your right knee into your chest. Little windshield wipes left to right through the right hip. Your left hand is going to grab that knee, bringing it across the body as your right arm reaches out. Supine twist. Finding your breath. Trying not to hold it in any parts. Allowing your breath to move through your body. Clearing space. Picking up any old thought forms or limiting beliefs. Deleting contracts. Deleting karma. Collapsing anything that's delete. Anything that is obsolete or distorted. And let it go. Bring your knee back into your chest. Interlace your fingers around your hamstring as you extend your leg up. You can begin to point and flex through the ankle, flossing your nerves. Bending your knee, right hand dumps the knee and opens it to the right side. So as we stretch, think about connecting deeper to each muscle, each tissue as it lengthens. And as it lengthens, thinking about the release of any attachments that were stored in that area. Let's bring our leg back in and then all the way down. Inhale the left knee into your chest. Interlace your fingers around the kneecap. And then gently windshield wipe that knee left to right, breathing into your low back and into your hip. As we loosen up all these parts of our body, think about releasing and letting go of anything that no longer serves you, anything that doesn't belong to you, anything that's obsolete or distorted. And think about letting all of these things go, these emotional holdings. We could call them traumas, or we could just call them attachments. And the accumulation of them can turn to pain. So it's important for us to move our bodies, to stretch our bodies, to care for our bodies. The right hand grabs that knee, and guides it across the body for a spinal twist. Extend the left arm out. Breathing into your low back. Breathing into your side body. Think about gathering and unpacking anything that no longer serves you. Clearing space, weeding the garden so that the important things can nourish and grow. Good. Bring your left knee back into alignment. Interlace your fingers around the hamstring as you extend your leg up, pointing and flexing through the ankle, flossing your nerves. Bending your knee, left hand grabs that left knee and opens it up to the left side. Extending our leg back down. And coming into our final Shavasana. Allowing our body to realign on the mat. Relaxing fully, allowing the feet to fall open to the sides. Palms facing up to receive, whether they're alongside the body or out to a T. Relax through the shoulders as you breathe. Bring the belly to a rise and fall. Scanning front to back, side to side. Think about using your breath as a way to cleanse your body. As we lay here and we process the information from the dances to the movements to the words to the resistance that we experienced and met along the way. And just being with that, absorbing it, processing it. And as we pray into our bodies, we also pray into our environment. We pray into our community. We are praying into our relationships, praying into the land. We have the ability to affect those around us. So it's important for us to come in with a good mind and a good heart, to always make time to clear space, to always make time to reflect, so that we can be a good neighbor, a good sister, a good brother and father and mother, a good grandparent and a good ancestor. My message today is that movement is medicine. When we move our bodies, we are able to be healthy and live longer lives so that we can make it to eldership and we can accumulate all of the knowledge we've been gathering in order to let it go and give it away. Because we never keep nothing for ourselves. We always give everything away. When we find things that are important or profound, we always share them. So today was a day of gathering. And I hope you find time to unpack all the things in the next few days and really take a deeper look at them. Hold the knowledge in your hand. Remember the faces. Remember the voices who shared it. And as you hold that knowledge, find a deeper respect for our relationships with one another, our relationships with ourselves, and our responsibility to the future generations. We have work to do. Bring your knees into your chest and give yourself a big hug. Raise your right arm overhead and roll over into fetal position on your right side. When you're ready, we're going to meet back up into an easy seat, cross-legged position, or a half lotus, or maybe you're seated in your chair. Okay. All right, coming into that cross-legged position. I'm going to close this with a few deep breaths. And once we end those few deep breaths, I'm going to have you repeat after me. Okay. Inhale, arms up. And then exhale them down. Sweep it down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale the arms up. Palms together. And lower them down in front of your heart space. Go to right hand over the heart. Left hand is going to plant over that. Closing your eyes and repeat after me. I ask my conscious, subconscious, higher conscious. I ask my spirit and soul, my guides and guardian angels, through divine guidance, to follow any traumas, emotional, any belief systems, programs, contracts, karma from past life, parallel life, this lifetime, karma from an ancestral, following it back to see the divine purpose within every experience, understanding who, what, when, where, and why. Recognizing that every experience is and was an opportunity for change and growth. Everything has a purpose. Following every emotion, every trauma, and every experience back in time and space. Think about following it back like a timeline. Removing contracts, deleting karma, following it back to now time. Making sure to release any distorted or obsolete belief systems, programs, contracts, and integrate those changes now in my RNA, in my DNA, molecular structure, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Initiate this change now. Inhales and exhales. Gratitude, community, self-sovereignty, and self-governance. We are at the intersection of social justice and wellness. Bring your hands to your heart space, bowing our head in gratitude as we close our practice. Katsiayo Hanyiwa Imak is Katsiayo. I said, thank you, Creator. Thank you so much. And I encourage each and every one of you to use your own way to close out class. Which way it feels right for you? Which way were you taught? Maybe you're using your own language, your own way. Thank you so much for joining today. I'm honored and humbled. Thank you so much for being here. Feel free to lie in Shavasana as long as you'd like, and feel free to reach out to me at 7genwellness.com.